What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I just wanted to come through, talk a little bit, just a little bit. I wanted to address some things. Y'all know we like to do this after every Super Bowl. I think I've did this the past couple Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken. So in this live video, we're gonna talk about these Cowboys leadership issues and maybe how we can address it. And two, we are gonna talk about the makeup of these Super Bowl teams and what the Cowboys can do to try to emulate that and build off of it. But what's going on, y'all? I know it's late. I know it's what 9:40 Central Time, 10:40 Eastern Time, but it is what it is. Y'all catch it right now. Y'all catch it on the playback, or y'all wake up in the morning. It is what it is, man. I just wanted to talk a little bit. So I believe it was Thursday or Friday night. I peeped Michael Parsons. I was actually doing some content in the mix. I believe this was Friday. I was doing some content and I got an alert because I got Bleacher Report on my phone. So I got an alert that Michael Parsons is going live with CD. So I heard a lot of that interview. I actually heard some of the stuff I didn't get to see too much of CJ Stroud, but I definitely had to hear some of that Jordan Love. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't like what I heard. And it just kind of further backs up on what I say about these players of today, and specifically Michael Parsons. So look, regarding this podcast stuff, there's always a time and place for everything, right? There's a time and place for everything. And I'll be honest with you, as far as being competitive, now I see Jordan Love, he didn't want to rub it in. If I was Jordan Love, I would have rubbed it in. They talking about, I seen videos talking about, oh, the game plan was out. The game plan been out if you've been watching Cowboys football the past 3 years. The game plan been out. I'm glad that he said some of the things that he said, and I'm talking about Jordan Love, because for some reason, regarding talent, the fans and Jerry Jones and company think that we got talent like that, and we don't. They made a statement talking about pretty much the pass rush protects that the secondary, and I wholeheartedly agree. But I can't say, but Dan Quinn picked his team. Dan Quinn wanted this team. How the defense was, Dan Quinn wanted it like that. So don't get it twisted. I didn't get to see like unfortunately, right, with Gilmore. I rock with Gilmore. But Gilmore, without that pass rush, without them getting the ball out quick, Gilmore would get cooked. We seen signs of that against the New York Jets with what is it? The Ohio State wide receiver. I can't remember his name, but you start seeing signs of that. Of him guarding and breaking routes and him going over the middle. Gilmore, he competed and Gilmore had a solid season. But when it came down to and this is what I say, like, don't get too comfortable with the season, because whatever you truly don't do good at will be exposed when it matters the most. Keep telling you this, just because we looking good and we getting these wins, you still got problems. That's why I will still point out the problems, and people will probably be like, oh man, he hating, man. Oh man, he just can't enjoy the win. I'm like, no, we still saw. No, we can't still. No, this is still problem. This is still problematic. Oh nah, man, we still winning. Okay. What do you know, when we get into the playoffs, things that you don't do good, it's gonna get exploited. What you truly are as a team, you're gonna find out in the playoffs. And guess what? We truly found out who we were as a team. A soft ass, weak-minded individual teams that doesn't play like a team and just got punked. You seen signs in it towards the stretch. You remember when I said that toward the end of the stretch, we're gonna find out if this team is ready or not, and how we're gonna go ahead and conduct ourselves when it mattered the most. Well, you seen it with the Bills. You seen it with the Miami Dolphins. You seen it with the Detroit Lions. You seen it. You seen it. T-Dub. But I wanted to talk about these leadership issues. Look, it ain't no secret that the Dallas Cowboys don't got leaders at all. Dak is supposed to be leader, but Dak is not a leader. I don't get what these people talk about when it comes down to leaders. At that quarterback position, you have to be vocal. And if you're not vocal, you have to be a silent killer. And Dak Prescott, when it comes down to being a silent killer, killing ain't got nothing that's not in his DNA. And the leader, what? Because he did what he's supposed to do as a quarterback, as far as being the first one in, first one out? What, because he says certain stuff? What makes him a leader? You see what Patty Mahomes was doing on that sideline against the Super Bowl? You see what Patty Mahomes said? Patty Mahomes said, hey, look, I know we in Vegas. Let's take care of business now, and I will bring you back after we get this dub. Winning priority. You see Patty Mahomes getting on Rashee Rice in the Super Bowl? You see how you got people that just hated losing. Kelsey ready to go ahead and knock over his coach. Hated losing. Now, I do got a little something to say about that Kelsey thing, but we'll hold on to that for now. But you got people who just, no, winning. You see the way that, oh my God. Oh my God. The Chiefs got leaders. You could see it plain as day. The Dallas Cowboys don't have no leaders. Do the Dallas Cowboys have some good players? Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys got some good players. But do they got leaders? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Curse ain't no leader. Tank ain't no leader. You hear what his soft ass said, talking about we're tired. And then Stephen A trying to clarify, talking about mentally tired. That's still bad. And the Chiefs was tired too. What they do? Suck it up and win? Had mental fortitude and win? I ain't trying to hear none of that. Everybody tired. But what you gonna do? You gonna let it overcome you? Soft ass boy. Tank ain't no leader. I'll be honest with you. Micah Parsons, he a coward. I'm gonna tell you why he a coward. Because I've been listening to 105.3 The Fan a little bit today. As I was doing my scouting on my D tackles, man, I was just kind of today. I was in the lab, y'all, all morning and looking at these D tackles. I'm almost done, y'all. Got a couple more and we ready to present. It's gonna be good too, y'all. I really been putting in the work. Like I got like every player got like a page of notes. I really been grinding. Y'all. I really been I really been putting some work in. But let me tell you something. Michael Parsons a coward. He ain't no leader. Nobody within the organization thinks he a leader. Nobody outside of the organization thinks he a leader. He's not a leader. Look at what he does. Look at what he said. We were out schemed. Instead of taking accountability, let me tell you something. Regardless on how much that, even though we can put a lot of blame on Dan Quinn, let's be honest with you. Players play, coaches coach. Dan Quinn ain't getting all blocks. Dan Quinn ain't throwing passes. Dan Quinn ain't throwing interceptions. Dan Quinn ain't got the job to squeeze. Dan Quinn not getting all blocks to try to make the play. Dan Quinn not covering wide receivers. Dan Quinn not in the trenches trying to get off blocks and get to the running back or get to the quarterback. That's not Dan Quinn. You don't need scheme to be able to do your individual job. I've had horrible coaches. And yes, you was able to go ahead and tell, like, all right, man, look, man, that's coaching. The coach ain't doing their job. But the players got to play. The players still got to. Football still simple. So you can't put everything on Dan Quinn. The players is weak as shit and soft as hell. Micah's a coward. All them books, all that line he talked about, he couldn't read no book on no leadership. Look, leadership, you bred. A lot of what we got on our Cowboys, they're not born leaders. When I was little, my mama and pops, they bred me to be a leader. They from a little boy, they told me how people will watch me and how I needed to conduct myself and what I needed to do and take ownership. They was bred me to be a leader. You can look at Michael Parsons, tell he wasn't bred to be no leader. Look at the culture. Look at how many people make excuses for that boy. He ain't never having to been in the position. Like I told you, he was always better than athletically than everybody else. So everybody kissed his ass and wanted him on their teams, would let him do what he wanted to do. And now they finding out that he can't do what he want to do to win games, and now he don't know what to do. I'm sorry, he can't be fixed. This is in his DNA. He's what, 24 something years old? He's 24, right? 25. I'm sorry, it's too late. It's too late. He's not going to change. This is who he is. He's always going to run from the funk. He's always going to run from the funk, y'all. Get this through your head. He don't get it and won't get it. He won't. I see some soft. Look, y'all know I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say too many names right now. I ain't gonna go with the funk, even though I really want to. But I see some soft ass content creator talking about, what you mean Michael Parsons don't take this serious? He works out and do all that and stays in shape. What? Let me ask y'all something. If y'all was getting paid millions of dollars to play football, you telling me that y'all wouldn't stay in shape? Y'all wouldn't stay ready to go ahead and perform your job, at least do the bare minimum, at least do your job so you can go ahead and get paid millions? You telling me that you wouldn't do that? Come on now. Stop it. Motherfuckers out here getting praised to do the bare minimum. That's soft as shit. This is soft. I even hear Brian Broaddus talking about. I heard Brian Broaddus, man. I was eating dinner earlier, not too long ago. They're talking about, are we asking for these players too much? What do you mean? I get what you're asking, Brian, but Brian, this is crazy that we got to go ahead and ask that type of question, Brian. We asking these players to do what was always necessary. Well, like I can't get, like I told you, I can't get with this new way of doing things. I can't. I won't adjust. I'm not. I can't accept it. No. I ain't even looking at these D tackles. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Their get off sucks. Why ain't nobody getting off the football? Like, what is this? Why they ain't coaching this? What is this? Yes, this is ridiculous. This ain't football, y'all. I look at CD. Yo, look, CD, look. How can somebody, man, who just obsessed with self go ahead and lead? Now, CD, you was saying the right. Of course, let me tell y'all something. I don't believe nothing what players say. Of course, they're going to say things to go ahead and nip it in the bud, say that I believe in that. Tell CD to go ahead and have a conversation with y'all and tell him to look you in your eyes and tell you and say he believes in that. I bet you can't do it. Make that nigga, make him go ahead and look you in your eyes and say, hey, man, I believe in Dak that he can take him. Come on, man. What his mama said was true. And that's how he truly feel. But he can't say that. He can't say that. But that's how he truly feel. Stop it. I don't believe nothing in what they say. He's talking about leader. Look, CD is obsessed with self. I told y'all. How could somebody, man, who obsessed and want to wear all these clothes and be flipping his hair out? How could that be your leader? Amongst a barbaric sport, a sport that requires collision. CD's a good player and will always be a good player though. But as far as the fiery 88s that we just had in the past, he's not that. He got talent in the world, but he's just not that. He obsessed with self, but that's cool, right? Because I don't expect everybody. See, look, there's people that can lead by example, but there's people that we got to go ahead and be outspoken on this team. Everybody can't be quiet. Everybody can't be quiet, y'all. So guess what the Dallas Cowboys going to have to do? They're going to have to pay for leadership. They're going to have to pay for it. They're going to have to come out their pocket. This goes on Will McClay, Mike McCarthy, and Dan Quinn. I'm going to tell you why this goes on them, because guess what? Jerry Jones, too. Guess what? When you were going ahead and scouting these players, that should have been something that you look for, leadership, but it wasn't. The mentality of the players, that's something that's necessary. But guess what? You didn't care about it. So now look at the makeup of this team. Talent ain't everything. X's and O's ain't everything, as we are finding out. Or at least some of y'all are. You can look at Michael Parsons, talking about all the talent, but look at his mindset. That's going to wipe out that talent. That's going to wipe out that talent. CD, Let me tell you, I think I heard this on 105.3 The Fan too. I forgot who said it though, but I'm gonna give you credit for it because it's the truth. He said, man, about 3-4 minutes in the game, CD was already looking like in a defeatist mindset, like it was already problems. So something stemmed from earlier. I agree. I agree. Don't nobody got belief in Dak. So if they don't have, if the organization don't believe in Dak, I'm telling you right now, don't nobody believe in Dak. Y'all can sit over there and tell me about this coach and all this. Anybody who tells me that Dak can get it done, you need to go ahead and look yourself in the mirror and slap yourself to think that Dak can get it done because he can't. I'm sorry. The man had damn near 10 years. His record is 2-5. 2-5. If you had plenty of opportunities, you just lost to one of the worst teams you could lose to in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Green Bay played the Niners good, but a lot of people go ahead and up and give the Niners credit about that talent. I can go ahead and break you down and tell you that the Niners, yeah, they got a solid team, but as far as talent-wise, it ain't what you think it is. And I can break that down in itself. I've been telling y'all that. But we'll leave that for another video, because that's gonna go talk into our Super Bowl talk. But let's just be honest with you. You don't have no leaders. The ones who's supposed to be your leaders is Micah, CD, and Micah, CD, and Dak, and Tank, and probably Trey Diggs. You look at them. Do you smell any leader? No, I don't smell it. Y'all smell it? Nah, I don't smell no leadership. So know what we talking here. They're not leaders. Some of your best players, man, like if Dak, look, we've been talking about Dak. Come on, man. We've been talking about Dak, how Dak need to eat some fried chicken for I don't know how long. Man, we ain't gonna forget what Trayvon Diggs said to that boy in training camp, and all of a sudden he want to throw the football behind his back. Don't nobody respect you, fiery. You telling me you say that to CJ Stroud. Say that to Jordan Love. You know what I mean? Say that to Lamar Jackson. You know, there's a certain edge that you gotta have. I ain't saying that he had to go far on him, but there's a certain edge that you gotta have. And as a quarterback, you have to be that vocal leader. I'm sorry. I've been around since Pop Warner. I've had coaches been getting on these quarterbacks for not being vocal enough. You gotta be. That's something that you gotta speak. You gotta show. You gotta convince the team that you can do it. That's mandatory. You gotta take command of the huddle. It was always a center and a quarterback. Get your huddle right. House. Quarterback, shut up. Shut up. No talking in the huddle. The quarterback is speaking. When is Dak demanding that? Like, come on, man. Football is still football. Football is still football. He ain't got it. Don't none of them got it. You got to go pay for it, y'all. You got to pay for it. You got to pay for it. Yes, sir, T-Dub. Oh, man. Oh, man, don't get me started on him, T-Dub. Oh, my God, don't get me started on him, man. Oh, oh my God. Hey, man. Oh, my God. It's just like, man, at what point do you take a leadership? Michael, like I said, read all them damn books and tell about all this, though, but he ain't got it. Look at him. Look how passive he truly is, though. He really passive. He really soft. He a coward to me. I look at it, then he talk about the scheme. He want to talk about the scheme on his podcast. He ready to go ahead and throw Dan Quinn in the bus. Never want to take initiative. He looked at you and told you to your face that said that, hey, I was proud of my performance. I watched that tape, and looking back, he was proud of that performance. Somebody that ain't showed up in the playoffs since he been here has told you that he was proud of his performance. I've seen Will Anderson as a rookie show up. Don't tell me that he had to pay his dues as a rookie. I'm sorry, rookies could now come in right away and do things. You seen it with CJ Stroud. The league is not that good no more. I'm sorry. Why you think the Chiefs is going to continue to dominate? They're most likely going to be back in the championship next year. This league is sorry as hell. These players are sorry as hell. These players are soft-minded as hell. These coaches are sorry as hell. They let them do what they want to do. Let me dig back into this. Let me dig back here. Hey, look, we could talk about Shanahan being a choking ass coach all we want to, but you know what? I respect it, especially hearing the Super Bowl how he confirmed it. He told the wide receivers that, hey, if you don't block, you don't get the rock. That's coaching. That's something that I'm very familiar with. You want to look at the Cowboys? Let's break down these teams in the Super Bowl. Both of them played with some physicality. Oh my God. Mike Pennell, I've been watching him. Derek Nottie, I've been watching him. Chris Jones, I've been watching him. They just plug and play. The 49ers just plug and play. Got that culture right. You got your core guys, we just plug and play. Do you fit what we do? If you don't fit what you do, we can't get you. You want to get these coaches, man. I want these innovating to what? How long Spag been around? How long Andy Reid been around? How long Wilkes been around? How long Shanahan been around? And they right there, they the top. When you look at the AFC and the NFC, them the classes of it. The Niners was gonna make that by default because the NFC was soft. We've been told you the NFC is sorry. AFC, man, the only one that can go ahead and give them competition in the future right now as far is probably Joe Burrow. Quarterback. You can build a team all you want to, but guess what? You'll just be losing to Mahomes in the end. So you did all that just to get there to lose to Mahomes in the end? Mahomes was throwing it to Miko Hardman, a rookie wide receiver. Kelsey. That's it. A running back who had fumbleitis. That's it. Missing a guard. You see that defense? You see that defense on the Kansas City Chiefs? Huh? You see them corners locking down? They want to talk about, oh my God, Michael Parsons, man, we need a pass rush. The Kansas City Chiefs don't really have no rotation at D-line. They don't really have no rotation. So like I said, why go deep at the you know what the Kansas City Chiefs got? Some dogs. Did you see the way Pennell was handling Trent Williams? Oh my God. I'm about to do it. Oh my God. I hope they put that on 22. So you see the way that Pennell was doing Trent Williams. You see how he did that, boy? Nottie's always been there. Do you see how the Chiefs draft? Pennell, if I'm not mistaken, didn't get drafted. Nottie, if I'm not mistaken, he was a 3rd, 4th round pick. Chris Jones, you only go ahead and spend 1st round picks if you get your Chris Jones. You don't spend 1st round picks on Mozzie Smiths. That's why we all looked at the draft and was like, huh? When we had a premier pass rusher on the list, because remember there was only 3. It was what was it? Will, McDonald, and it was Nolan. So we like you skip a premier pass rusher from Ozzie? And they want to say Will McClay drafted? Come on, fam. You sure? Will McClay drafted all this. Yeah, your weak-minded ass Cowboys. Will McClay drafted all this. So he didn't looking at talent. We're not looking at the mindset. That's what we're not doing. You see, coaching. You see how Spags will bring the heat when necessary. Oh man, I see my boy's tired. Let me bring this heat. Let's get him off the field. Perfect call. I'm like, oh, that call was beautiful. Coaching. Andy Reid, coaching, making necessary adjustment. Let's look at Shanahan. They making excuses. Oh, I didn't know the overtime rules. We hear that the Chiefs been talking about this since training camp. preparing. There's levels to this. There's levels to this. The San Francisco 49ers, their wide receivers blocked. Their D-line was doing their best to be disciplined. Bosa and it was doing their best to be disciplined. Their linebackers. Look at the offensive line for the Chiefs. Ooh, wearing their ass out, wasn't they? Center out there driving Fred Warner all the way to the. I seen that. Driving him all the way out of. Oh, my. That's football. You see McDuffie and Snead locking shit down. That's football. Football. However you want your strength to be, however you think your core is, whoever you think, you build around that. You build around that. The Kansas City Chiefs don't win that without them D tackles. The 49ers don't even get there without them playing physical. The 49ers offensive line ain't that good. Come on. They're not. But scheme. Coaching. They get a new defensive coordinator every year, but get the same results. They win. What does that say? Culture, coaching, scheme. What did the Cowboys have? Nothing. We out here getting ready to pay, talking about, oh, this is for our cap. Bro, you should have been got rid of that boy. If I got to hesitate to pay a quarterback his money before I even resign him, that means I shouldn't be giving him no money. What hard? You got punked to go ahead and get one and done. They say, oh, man, not many have quarterbacks. Bro, you can find one. You can find one to give you the results that Dak giving you for cheaper. You are, until you find you a generational quarterback, you should be in the market to looking to improve every year. You see what the Seahawks did to Geno Smith? Hey, look, man, we don't have we need you right now. You can get us there right now, but we're going to go ahead and sign you 1 or 2 years until we go ahead and find our quarterback of the future. Oh, okay, that's cool. Saying that Dak had Kansas City defense, he won a Super Bowl. Facts. 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 Held them boys to what? 19 points? 19 points. You telling me 19 ain't enough to beat the Niners? Stop it. That sorry-ass run defense held them to 19 points, and we talking about the Niners is good? No, they just physical. No, they just coach well. Debo ain't even a wide receiver. Ayuk is a number 2 at best. Clamp. What did they do in the Super Bowl? Clamp. Number one wide receiver getting clamped in a moment. Stop it. George Kittle. Clamped. You're like, oh, yeah, McCaffrey, he going to get here sometime. It's cool. We know the quarterback can't make throws when it matters. Oh, what did I say when we first played them? They actually did what come on, man. What I told them that they should have been doing. Scheme. Physical. Something that the Cowboys don't have. And you need a makeover. You need to call. Look, right now, we Jenny Craig when it come down to, we got our football team take Jenny Craig. Marquise Bell take Jenny Craig. We take Jenny Craig. We ain't got no real football players. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, what you see? A volleyball team. Ain't no real football players on this team. When you look at Purnell, what you see? Football player. When you see Chris Jones, what you see? Football player. The Kansas State defensive end, what you see? Football player. Aminihu, football player. Karlaftis, football player. Bolton, football player. Reed, football player. Creed Humphrey, football player. Thuney, football player. Pacheco, football player. Mahomes, football player. Kelsey, football player. Rashee Rice, football player. They playing football. They playing football. Them two teams was playing football. Coaching, hey, look. As long as I got my players that can execute, hey, coaching, we're going to get you over top. Andy Reid say, hey, look, Creed Humphrey, keep blocking. Don't worry. We're going to adjust, and we're going to win this game. Just execute. Players execute, coaches coach. When have you said, hey, when have Micah raised his hand and say, hey, you know what, Cowboy Nation? You told even to the locker room, you know what, y'all? I wasn't good enough. I'm very soft against the run, but I'm going to fix it. You can see the desire. Man, I was looking at the Miami defense because I was watching that Miami D tackle this morning, right? And you know what I was seeing what the Miami defensive end was doing? Squeezing. So I'm like, who's this Miami Hurricanes defensive line? Because he coaching them boys to squeeze. Oh, man. I'm looking at these D tackle. I'm looking at these D coaching is non-existent. No more. Coaching, real coaching, you get you like Spags, Super Bowl rings. Hey, we know what we want. Hey, look, cool. Okay, cool, man. We're going to be picking 32 again. That's fine. We good. We're going to pick the best player for us. We know what we like, and we know what we want, and we know how to retool. So they're going to retool. They're going to make the moves necessary. That's what real organizations do. Not get little. And Tank really. You remember what I told about Tank? Tank shut the hell up. Because when Tank talk, we just like, oh my God. When Tank play, we shake our head. Yes. Tank, you should have just shut up. Micah, you should have shut up. Shut up. No leaders. Not Curse. Curse out here arguing with the fans. He ready to fight the fans. Boy, 6'4", 180 pounds. And he talking like he out here just like he get ready to go ahead and just punch shit. Sit your skinny ass down somewhere, Curse. Because you wasn't punching shit on the field. Soft ass boy. You had one good year. And your soft ass fizzled out. Sit your ass down somewhere. Somebody got to talk to these goddamn players like this because the coaches ain't. Soft ass. Micah, you really ain't supposed to be listening to people like me. You really not. But you do. And you know why it bothers you? Because it's the truth. That's why that's what it is. You know, bro, and I invited many people, I still ain't sit over there and found somebody to tell me what I say is lies. Because they know it ain't. No, it ain't. Me too. Because if they, let me tell you something. If Zim can't be Zim, it's pointless. If Jerry and them stopping Zim from being Zim, it's not gonna work. Because I'm gonna tell you what it is. Let me tell y'all something. This is a sign to let y'all know that they letting Zim be Zim. If Micah Parsons is unhappy, then Zim is coaching. If he's happy, they're not letting Zim do him. Pay attention to that all year, y'all. If he looking happy, Zim coaching his ass. Because you know what is going to make Micah unhappy? Structure, accountability, toughness. That's what's going to make him unhappy. You know what's going to make him happy? Letting him do what the hell he want to do. That's what's going to make him happy. You remember that. Anybody else talk, boy, they don't play no football, man. That's not how football. You respect your coach. Bro, hey, look, one thing's for sure. I respect order. I respect coaching. Bro, if I got this order that's going to give me the results that I want, I'm going to fall in line. Bro, my pride is not going to be in the way for falling in line and respecting his order. But these players, see, one of the worst things that we're going to get, because football going to continue to get worse and worse, is NIL money. Let these colleges do this. Now they got to kiss that ass. I don't give a damn. I ain't kissing no ass. Man, people sit over there, man, be wanting me to coach. I said, can I do me? They gonna try to give me respect. Then I'm not coaching. I'm not coaching these players. If I gotta kiss ass, don't ask me to coach. You try to hire me to coach. Get these boys ready for the next level. Don't sit over there and tell me I gotta kiss their ass. They ain't gonna be ready. And then you gonna have little. Let me wash my mouth. You got these little soft ass boys in society. In society. What's coach trying to defend D-Law? What's coach need to sit his ass down somewhere, man? He need to sit his ass down somewhere, man. That motherfucker swear he knows some ball, man. He don't know no goddamn football. Tell him to sit his ass down somewhere, man. Oh my God. Just on another level, Rich. Yep. Mm-hmm. When it, hey, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. You don't need Micah to win. I promise you that. You don't. You don't. They scared. We've been so bad that we get any player that give us a false illusion that he's a generational talent. We don't want to lose him. You know what? I was looking at the Eagles report about Hassan Reddick. Micah Parsons is similar to Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles is willing to let him go. He's similar to Hassan Reddick when it comes down to play. He's very similar. He's not a DN, and he's truly not a linebacker. When Jesse said about looking at film and going to the next level and the responsibility, that's absolutely correct. He does not want that. You don't need to go ahead and be, oh, you got these soft-ass content creators talking about, oh my God, you don't know him personally. How could you say that? You got his soft-ass brother. How could you say that? You know, he should play linebacker. What did he do at Penn State? Did he have that responsibility at Penn State? I bet you can look at it was dumbed down. He ain't had that responsibility since he been to Dallas. Because if they had Ray Lewis in his mind, do you think that he'd be rushing the way that he do? Hell no. Let me tell you something about Sugar. They call that boy Sugar. Ray Lewis. Now that's a real goddamn linebacker right there, boy. The heart and soul. Many have came and many have gone. But Ray Lewis is right there. Yeah, he got one ring, but hey, when you think about Baltimore, it's hard not to go ahead and think about Ray Lewis. And you can look at the identity and look at the passion that he brings and the heart. When you think about the Dallas Cowboys, a lot thinks about Micah Parsons and Dak Prescott. And what do they represent? I rest my case. Look who's representing the star. Did you see Darren Woodson? Did you see Emmitt Smith? You see Michael Irvin? They're very disappointed in these soft-ass generation, these soft-ass players. CD, my best advice for you, my boy, is just be you. Don't try to be nothing that you're not. Just play ball. CD, I need you to make plays when it's time to make plays. I don't need you to go ahead and try to be vocal. That's not you. I can look at you and tell that's not you. I know that's not you. Just make plays when it's necessary. You ain't gotta be outspoken like Dez and them. Nah, that's not you. Just play ball. I can find somebody else just like that. Just play ball, my boy. Get open when it's time to get open and make a play when it's time to make a play. And trust me, the Dallas Cowboys, Cowboy Nation, we will be just fine with that. Now, Michael Parsons, on the other hand, that's his job. All that shit he talk in the media, all that talking he do on the podcast, he can't do that with his team and lead them in the right direction. Y'all remember when I told y'all last year, at the beginning of the year, that, hey, this team is going to go as far as Michael Parsons' leadership take us. I'm on record saying this. And this falls true to this day. But guess what? He doesn't have the leadership to take us to the promised land. So guess what? The Dallas Cowboys won't be going nowhere. They won't be going nowhere. Oh, he got two? Two? But I thought he just had one. But yeah, 1, 2. Shit. He was the heart, though. That's for goddamn sure. He was the heart. And if Michael Parsons is our heart, that shit bumping Kool-Aid. That shit pouring out Kool-Aid. I know they watching. I dare any Cowboys content creator to come up on this motherfucker and tell me that I'm wrong about Micah. I dare any Cowboys content creator to come up on here and tell me that I'm wrong about that. I dare you to. Don't worry. I won't be mean. I won't be mean. But you gotta prove it to me. But you know that you can't. Stop sitting over there selling Cowboy Nation dreams, boy. I'm not no, come on, man. I ain't got no dream catcher. I ain't got that shit posted on my goddamn wall. Stop selling his dreams. Man, Jordan Love beat my ass? You think I'm about to be having a talk? Hey, look, homie or not. Nah, man, this man done beat my ass and carved me up. See, Jordan Love, hey, look, Jordan Love ain't gonna keep it, he ain't gonna keep it real, though. That's his boy, and I said he ain't gonna keep it all the way real. But the part of the game plan was, hey, look, we ain't scared of Mike. Who the fuck scared of Michael Parsons, bro? Nigga, anybody that go against Michael Parsons, guess what they drinking up? They drinking a Long Island iced tea with their feet up. Be like, shit. Yeah, man, we got that number 11. He gonna talk all that shit. We gonna make him quit. We gonna make his soft ass quit. We gonna make his soft ass quit. Shit, hey, bring him on. Bring them on. I'm a one-man goddamn army. Bring them on. I'm a one-man army. I love whooping feet. Rex Ryan, Rex Ryan, he love feet, but I don't love feet that bad. I just like whooping. Oh my God. They want to whoop y'all me. Shoot, man. They can't bring me with the emotions, man. You got damn near 10 years. Hella coaches. Hella different teams. A run game. Weapons. Come on, bro. You telling me that his so-called fake ass MVP season, he didn't have nobody to throw it to? Let's be real here. Come on. 49ers got a tight end. So do the Cowboys. Okay. Is Ayuk on CD's level? Hell no. Okay. Debo Samuels. You got, okay. And they got Jawan Jennings. Chris Conley. We got Cooks, Brandon Cooks. Turpin. Michael Gallup. Okay, they got McCaffrey. Okay. Tony Pollard, even though he ain't running the damn ball, we can throw him the damn ball. The San Francisco 49ers on that offensive line, just Trent Williams. Dak Prescott got 5 Pro Bowlers on that offensive line. Okay. So who really had the most talent? Cooks. You telling me that Cooks as a wide receiver, Debo was better than? Can't nobody sit over there and tell me that. Can't nobody sit over there and tell me that. Turpin. Gallup. Tolbert. But he ain't had no weapons, though. What the fuck do he need? Justin Jefferson, Chase, then CD? This is the shit that they talking about, man. He had somebody to throw it to. He just see tunnel vision. He just, hey, when it come down to the playoffs, bro, let me tell y'all something. During the season, it's no pressure. But when the playoffs, man, where every decision count, every play count, and he feel that pressure, like it's win or go home. I'm a Cowboy quarterback, and I know that if I fail, that's my ass. He can't handle that. He can't handle that. We talk about Hurts all we want to, but Hurts ran the football all the way to the Super Bowl. One more playoff games. He all the way to the Super Bowl, and they had a chance to win it. Nick Foles won them a Super Bowl. Daniel Jones took them to the playoffs with that sorry-ass team acting like it's just some amazing-ass feat. Jared Goff has 2 NFC championships. Baker Mayfield has won a playoff game this year. Interesting. CJ Stroud is one less than Dak Prescott in his rookie year. Okay. Should I keep on? Should I keep on? Burrow. Mahomes and his one playoff. You can pick any playoffs is more than what Dak Prescott has accomplished. I can name you so-called lesser quarterbacks that have accomplished. Trevor Lawrence, no matter what they want to say about him, helped turn the Jacksonville Jaguars around. They ain't been to the playoffs since what? David Garrard? Okay. So what is we saying here? What is we saying here? What is we truly saying here? You can talk about the talent, the way he throw the ball, all we want to. But if he ain't got it upstairs, that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. It don't. It don't. As you can see, 2-5. They beat a sorry-ass Tampa Bay Bucks team in the playoffs. They beat a sorry-ass Seattle Seahawks team. He lost to Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, Golf. Garoppolo. And they trying to tell me about Dak. They lost to what? Purdy? And they trying to tell me about Dak. These new ass quarterbacks, they trying to tell me about Dak. Dak, Alex Smith ass. Shit, well, we got our Colin Kaepernick in the wings right now. Trey Lance, I promise you. I ain't saying that he the answer, but I tell you right now, his makeup is definitely better than Dak's. And I think you can get more done with him. I don't know what the future holds for him because he ain't given a chance. But talent-wise, it's better. He run that football smooth. Got a nice arm. He throw a pretty football. I wish that the all 22 was up against that Texans because I was gonna click that and I was gonna show y'all. He throw a pretty football. If you can, watch that Texans game. I believe it was his last start, if I'm not mistaken. Watch that Texans game. Hasn't been getting a fair shake. He was raw coming out of college. He had 3-4 years. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes it take a little time, right? To develop. And we gave Dak plenty of time, my boy. We gave him plenty of time. We know that he wasn't coming in like Mahomes. You want to know, like, I knew Mahomes was special because I remember that game like it was yesterday. Him going against Baker Mayfield, and they was going point for point when he was at Texas Tech, going point for point against Oklahoma. Point for point. I say, God damn. God damn, that boy playing ball. I was looking at the way he would throw that ball, dissecting that Oklahoma defense. I said, man, this boy, I said, this man, him. Shit, he him. We can go ahead, man. The fact of the matter is, why the hell do I got to make a perfect team just to win one playoff game? Having a perfect team around Dak doesn't guarantee a Super Bowl. Don't even guarantee a playoff win. I need you to go ahead and come up big in the moment. And Dak Prescott, time and time again, has shown you when get hard, he puts his head down. How is he a leader? How is somebody that you could look in the eye and trust when I know when we're going through some adversity, he gonna put his head down? Dak Prescott gives you that look. He gives you that look when it's time. Hey, when he give you that look, man, like, oh, shit got real. Y'all know game over. And I seen that look in the second quarter. I knew game was over. I said, he gave me that look. Oh, yeah, it's over. My boy Corey, no. Corey was talking about it. We was talking about it the other day. Corey, no. That should never happen against a quarterback. The game ain't over, my boy. Who knows what could happen? But by you going ahead and dripping your head, now you're gonna be forcing stuff. Now all of a sudden you can't read. Now you ain't doing what you do. But they're gonna talk about the end of the game. But look, he throw this. The pressure is off. There's no pressure. Everything you do is just the pressure of the game. The defense is playing you different. Everything is different now. So what do you mean? That don't mean nothing. That's your definition of garbage time. Because if they would have kept playing you the same way, you wouldn't have did that. You would have been seeing ghosts. I'm telling you, when he looked at that Packers defense, he's seen 15 people out there. He didn't see 11. He's soft. He's soft. So we can go ahead, man. Man, we can go ahead and not be consumed. Facts is the matter, man. Facts is the matter. I know when Zim do his press conference, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do a reaction to that because I want to see what Zim got to say. I want to see if Zim still got that fire. To be honest with you, there was talking about the Rex Ryan. Hey, look, Rex Ryan is not the type that I want right now. If I had a developed team, if I had a team that had talent up front, then yeah, okay, Rex Ryan, we can roll with him. But with the current makeup of this team, you need Zimmerman. I know people are gonna disagree, but if Zimmerman really coaching, that's gonna be a positive for this team. I mean, it's gonna all depends on the talent that we get because that's gonna make a Zim can't do nothing without no talent, but it's a positive. You gotta run the ball this year and give Zim some talent up front, and then we can go ahead and do something. Zim wanna. I know for sure Zim wanna stop that run. So shit. Be ready to go ahead and pour some money out for that run game. Be ready to pour some money out for that run game. If you ain't willing to pour it out, and no, I don't want no rookie ass linebackers, bro. Y'all know we already went through the linebackers, and I only seen like a couple of them out of the 10 that we did already. We did 10 of them. I only seen 2 out of the 10 that I could say like, all right, man, the Cowboys or three. I give you Edger. I could say Edger and Cooper maybe outside. He probably could develop into something. He got some decent little coverage skills though. The one of one is Eichenberg. That's one of one. I don't unless somebody down low at the bottom is better. Eichenberg, that's him. He 1-on-1. And the North Carolina linebacker. All he needed some weight, and Zim ain't got time to put you on 10, 15 pounds right now. Zim trying to go ahead and win now. You know, and then plus with the picks, it ain't like we deep with the picks. Unless we're gonna go ahead and trade some of these picks to Harbaugh, some of these players to Harbaugh and get some picks. You know what I mean? So we ain't got all these little we ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Like we definitely should draft, but we need to be trading and getting some free agency. And I'm telling you, that one little splash with your boy 11 could change this franchise. It could. It could change your franchise. You need well-established players right now. Yes, you do. You need to be peeling them off the Ravens, peeling them off the Chiefs if you can, peeling them off the Niners, see if you can peel them off the Lions. You need to peel them of all the teams that showed you that, hey, we got that mindset. And you got to buy leadership. You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to overpay for leadership. Because I'm not paying you just to play. I'm paying you for leadership. Just like the Heat, the Miami Heat pay you down his ass to sit on his ass, but go ahead and be that vet presence. You're going to have to pay for leadership. You're going to have to. Because it's proven that Will McClay don't know what a leader is. Michael Parsons, I know you watch my shit. You be lying to say that you don't. Hey, my boy, I want you to go ahead and in your next podcast to tell me who the leaders of the Dallas Cowboys is. I'm interested to know. You should answer that question the next time you go ahead and get on your podcast. I know these players watch me. It's a goddamn lie to say that they don't. If they watch some other people that lie to them, I know for sure they watching this. I know for sure. We didn't. This is the fruits of Will McClay's labor right here. This is the fruits of his labor. God, no. God, please don't go no more Michigan D tackles. I see that Michigan. I seen that Michigan D tackle. God, no, please don't get no Michigan D lineman no more. Please don't. Please don't. Do me a solid, Will, and don't even give him a grade. If he comes here for free as an undrafted, okay, cool. But if you waste a pick on another Michigan D tackle, Will McClay, I'm knocking on your door for that fade. Straight up. I'm knocking on your door for that fade. I'm gonna need that. Kellen Moore owed me that fade too. Y'all remember? Will McClay, I'm knocking on your door for that fade, man. Straight up. Man, y'all on some real though, y'all. Man, I'm telling y'all. This ain't it. I'm telling y'all, this is not the Cowboys. I'm gonna tell you something. I know a lot of y'all. I know Jerry don't think this, and I know Mike don't think this. If they serious, they're gonna have to do something huge to acquire capital and money to really build this team. Inside out. Inside out. When it comes down to players like the like what the Kansas City Chiefs got, you don't have to spend huge money to get players like that. Pennell and Naughty, the bag ain't broke out on them. You have one role, and that's to muck it up and get ugly and keep them clean and make plays. That don't require pass rush money. But the Cowboys don't know how to allocate money to players. We're paying run blockers, elite pass blocking money. We're paying a running back, a wide receiver to play running back $10 million. We're playing a quarterback almost $60 million to not win. You catch my drift? We paid Michael Gallup $13 million to be a fourth wide receiver at best. We paying Donovan Wilson money to just be a box safety. Who the pays box safeties that can't cover? You see how dumb Will and Jerry is? Who picks box safeties to not cover? You put money out for covering, for people who can cover. You see what I mean? Because I'm on record of saying no to Gallup, no to Wilson, no to TP. I'm on record. No to all of that. Still, I'm gonna tell you like with still. As much as we down still, if you get back to how we was playing last year and running the ball a little bit more, still will get back. Still will come back. He'll come back. Because that's what he do. If you're throwing the ball 40, 50 times, you're not going to get the most out of still. So if you want to get the most out of still, you got to go ahead and get back to what we was doing last year. And that's running the ball. People say we wasn't running the ball. I honestly, I didn't see what people say. I thought we was running the ball. Emphasis was running the ball. Mm-hmm. It's just down. It is. It's just downright dumb, y'all. Some of the things that they doing, downright dumb. But looking at these D tackles, man. I can just tell you, I don't think that the prospects that we'll get from here on out will ever amount to like how it should be. But there's some we're gonna talk. Cause there's a couple players if Zim get his hands on them, it might could be something. But I'm looking at mindset. I can't really see Will McClay because if I had the resources to go ahead and get them and do like you scouts do and dig in their mindset, I bet you probably my draft board would be a whole lot different. Whole lot different. Oh, you soft? Nah, I can't do it. Nah. Oh, you what? You selfish. And you said a Super Bowl, but you selfish? Oh, nah. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. The truth hurts, but the truth don't hurt. It just hurt coming from me. That's all it is. Deep down inside, these players know. We get too many examples of what a winning team looks like to keep building your team as sorry as we keep building it. Time and time again, the Niners and the Chiefs, the Lions and all the Lions will show you. Remember we was talking about the Lions? I was like, man, the Lions, man, they up and coming. They are up and coming team. Everybody was writing the Packers out, and the Packers went on ahead and almost went to the NFC Championship. Because what? They know how to do it. They know how to get that quarterback. They said, hey, you let me. I'm gonna tell you like this. When it's time for us to dig into them quarterbacks, and I see me a quarterback that I like, and I think he a first round pick, and he available, and I think he one of them Jordan Love type first round picks, them Aaron Rodgers type first round picks, and I think he could be that one. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm telling, hey, look, this is what we need to get right here. You store that quarterback up. You don't pass up. You don't pass up on Mahomes. You don't pass up on Love to go get that wide receiver, to go get that pass rusher. You can always get them. They come out every year. The wide receivers come out every year. There's a Zay Flowers, there's a Jefferson coming out every goddamn year. There's a Will Anderson coming out every year. But that Jordan Love, that Patty Mahomes, that A-Rod, they ain't coming out every year. So that just goes to show you the plan that these front office got is trash. I'm gonna tell you what, at running back, no, I don't want to be honest with you, no, I don't want to, unless he's special. I don't want no rookie running back. I'm telling you right now, roll with Deuce Vaughn as your backup, because I think I still believe in Deuce Vaughn. Roll with that boy as your backup and go get you an already made veteran running back that ain't got that much tread and tire. That got about 2-3 years in the league. Or if you got to go ahead and get one, go get you somebody like Jacobs or something. You go get you somebody that's already ready made. You ain't got time to go through the growing pains at running back. You ain't got that time. Because you're gonna have a tough year, y'all. I'm telling you. People already talking about 12, 13 wins. Shit, since when? Let me see how this team gonna look first. Because if you keep the team anywhere remotely close to what you had, you'd be lucky enough to win 9. The bag is out. It's out. I don't know who the hell done told these people that they shouldn't get a running back. They shouldn't address this run defense. But now all of a sudden, it done bounced you out the playoffs again when you should have realized that the first time the Niners beat your ass. Yeah, all right. Shit, you better go ahead and call Rashawn Evans back up or something. Sure, man. I'm just saying, man, your front office don't know how to get that mindset, and your players are soft. They soft. Zach Martin seen the writing on the wall. That's why he went to go get paid. You think Zach Martin dumb? He's not dumb. Dak Prescott ain't taking no pay cut for these sorry ass boys. Dak Prescott like shit. I'm gonna get my money. You think Micah Parsons ain't gonna try to drip these boys for every money, every dollar? You think CeeDee Lamb not gonna drip these boys for every cent? You already paying Diggs. Come on. And you done pay some people that you shouldn't pay. You come on. Let's be real. If I'm from Dak Prescott, I wouldn't take no pay cut. Oh, Micah, I wouldn't take no pay cut. CD, I ain't taking no pay cut. CD told you what it is. I want to be paid one of the best, if not the best wide receiver in the league. CD told you he get ready to drip these boys up. He told you this. Come on, man. He told you this. So let's go ahead and expect that. Because that's what's going to happen. And you ain't going to be able to pay. I'm sorry. You can't pay everybody. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. Who going to go? I'm telling you who need to go. 11 need to go. They talking about pass rush. People act like he the best pass rush to ever go ahead and touch the land. He's not. I showed you. He ain't as good as you think he is when it come down to rushing the passer. He even said it himself. I'm a speed rusher. And that's all you could. That's all you got is your speed because you have no technique. He can't call himself a pure rusher. He ain't got the heart, the mental fortitude that the Cowboys need. He's soft. He's a coward. I stand on this. I will always stand on this. You got to understand, I didn't always dislike Michael Parsons. You can go back to my videos. I really rocked with Michael Parsons. I didn't dislike that young man. But the more and more he kept talking, the more and more I started to see his antics. The more, see, it's like this. You foolish to have to go ahead and if you get new information, not go ahead and adjust your ideology to new information. The more and more I seen his ways, the more and more I see that he coming up short, the more and more big games I see him not producing. And I said, hold up. This is what I'm thinking. Y'all remember I said, maybe he might be selfish. And I kept seeing it. I kept seeing it. Then I was like, oh, this is what it is. This is him. I'm fair, but I'm raw. I don't kiss ass. I'm not kissing ass because I want Michael Parsons on my or CD Lamb on my channel. Forget that. If you can't take this truth and you don't want to be up on this motherfucker with this truth, then shit, take your ass on. I ain't kissing no ass. That ain't in my DNA. That ain't even in my DNA. Shit. Come on, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna want to ask my questions. And they know they don't want that smoke. That should be, man. Don't even get me in the same room with number 11 because I'm gonna ask them uncomfortable ass questions. Why you do this? Why you do that? You ain't taught like this. You do that. Why you ain't come up? Where was you at against that Niners though? Where was you at against the Bills though? You said you played Green Bay, but I did that film. You were with that film? Did you see that? Oh, let me pull it up for you. So right here where you didn't squeeze, what was that? This how you taught? Hey, I'm on that boy live. I'm on that boy live, man. CD, when you go ahead and put your hair back and you do that little thing where you put your hair back without having to use your hands. uh you telling me that when he pushed you in your back, is that what you thought of? When Jair Alexander pushed you in your goddamn back, you didn't think to go ahead and pull up till he's getting his face or what? Why you didn't snatch him up like you snatched that girl that snatched your phone from that girl hand? Why you ain't snatch his head up like that? I would have took that 15-yard penalty. You feel what I'm saying, Michael? Michael? Why that boy hem you up like that? Why you rushing that wide nine and exact time put hands on you, lay hands on you like a pastor, and all I heard was take me to the water, take me to the water. Take me to the water to be baptized. And then all of a sudden, you were standing up, and then you wasn't standing up no more. Boy, hey, take. Was you tired? Take. All your boys were tired, so that's why you continue to be one and done, Tank, because you tired. Shit, Tank, go to sleep. Dak. Your little freak nasty ass always talking about some honey. Whatever the hell you said, Zach, Dak. What kind of honey you get? Is that grade A honey, man? You get it for the beehive honey? What you on? Why you worried about honey? Why you ain't worried about throwing touchdowns for this team, Dak? Why you ain't worried about winning games, but you worried about some goddamn honey? Huh? Why is that? Come on, Dak. I'm telling you, man. Shit. Oh man. Yeah, man. We saw. But yeah, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Hey, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm probably gonna we're probably gonna react to that Zim whenever he do his little his press conference. We're probably gonna react to that. And I'm almost done with my D tackles. Got a couple more. And we're gonna present that as well. That should be interesting talk because I don't see nobody debating about them yet. I think there's some people. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just tell you like this: sack production ain't everything to me when I'm looking at these D tackles. It does matter to a certain degree, but it don't. It ain't everything, especially when I watch the tape and see why that your sack production ain't there. See what type of player you. A lot of factors go in, and I mapped out my top 5 today, and oh boy, it's gonna be some controversy. I can't wait to present that to you. I can't wait to talk. Y'all might have to get y'all popcorn ready. We might be a little bit when we do that, when we present that, but I'm gonna do as many as I can though, so we can go ahead because them D tackles is important. Because even though I will go get some vets, there's some D tackles that I will consider to get to add to this team in the long run. Because this team don't got D tackles. I don't know what they're gonna do with Mozzie. Osa, you gotta let him rock. Let him go. I rock with Osa. He's one of my favorite players on the team. But I know it's time to go. We gotta get them. We gotta get stronger, bigger. Gotta go. Hank, okay. If he coming back for the low for that vet minimum, okay, I can roll with Hank. I could add that to the equation, but you gotta go. Gotta go. So you need D tackles. Gallimore, he gone. You need them. So this is gonna be interesting. You got to get them in free agency. Probably get one in the draft too. I can, from what I've seen so far, I can think that the Dallas Cowboys probably gonna pull the trigger on one. But if they don't, it's because they didn't had a hell of a trade in free agency to go ahead and acquire them. But we're gonna leave all that to talk for when it's time to present. I can't wait to present that because I enjoy doing this. I'm telling you, I've been putting in that work, man, for y'all, man. It's going, but my reasoning on why certain people is ahead of other people, I'm gonna explain to you why, right? I'm gonna explain to you why it ain't, because I'm not going to see if I'm going off production, my top five would be different. But I'm going off of, okay, how do they translate? Who's gonna translate the best to the NFL? It's my top five. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Is what you're doing. Translate. How many Heisman Trophy winners do you see that don't translate to the NFL? That's trash. How many top tier quarterbacks that you see win these awards that when they get to the NFL, they trash? Exactly. That's all I'm saying. But all right, y'all, man. You gotta get up out of here. Till next time.